Greetings, fellow tarnished. It is the Ash Heritor, and welcome back to Elden Ring. So, we are here, back in the Cathedral of the Forsaken, where we fought Mohg, or more likely a projection of Mohg, and I was told in the comments section that I should come back here and have a look at the altar. So that's what we're gonna do, before we go anywhere else in Lanedale. Clever girl. Alright. Well, wasn't an invisible wall, so that's kind of interesting. What are we gonna find out? Okay, not targetable. Merchants. Merchants. Dead merchants. Oh god. A lot of dead merchants. All clasping their eyes. We tread a familiar path. The light may have left us. Dear Lord. Light may have left us, but has it really? We walk a new path now, but I don't think the frenzy is so easily escaped. So the merchants come down here to die? They're left nothing more than rags, all of them clasping their eyes. Oh my god. Well, I mean, the note said that this was the place where their lord resided. I see. It's gonna break. No. Hello. You're an enemy. Why? The rest of your people have not been. I mean, okay, if he's been infected by the frenzy, are you gonna attack me? The answer is yes. Look. Oh boy. No, I don't. Oh, ooh. That does a lot of damage. Okay. Oh my god. Good start. Great start. Wow, that comes out real fast and it does a lot of damage. That is not the normal, like, that is not Flame of Frenzy. Not the regular incantation anyways. Alright, we're gonna be a little bit more careful here. Anyways, this is very cool. Okay, potential for platforming, which, I'm just thrilled about. Like, very thrilled. Alright, let's see here. Is there anyone? No, there's nothing that raises focus, because that's resistance against madness, but honestly, I think it should be okay. No. Okay, he was attacking something. That's very strange. What was he doing? Kill him with this. Okay, they die really easy, but they can dish out a lot of hurt. That's cool. I like enemies like that. Let's quickly switch out things. I'm gonna actually switch back to the holy pots here. And, still looking at these. The Halleck Drake Talisman, I don't think we need, because I don't think we're gonna be taking holy damage from these lunatics. So, I will instead... Ooh, what am I gonna equip? You know what? Kind of boring, but I'm gonna equip the Faith Talisman here. This is pretty crazy. So there's items there. I guess we can break this. No, we cannot. Why not? Let's turn the light on. Man, there's so many corpses here. It's frightening. Grace Mimics. Let me actually look at the lore for Grace Mimics again. Why are we finding them here? Because we found them elsewhere in the sewers as well. Fetish indicating the guidance of grace. Similar to grace, this fetish draws rays guiding the way, only without any sense of order. Useful as a last resort for those who have lost their way, or for use by those who believe that unrefined guidance will lead to a truer encounter. We know Heritor was being guided by a light. Are grace mimics actually basically... Like, do grace mimics come from the three fingers? I don't know. How do we... Oh, they're not items. No. There's definitely one item. How do we get to that? Is it? Yeah, it totally is. How... That's, odd. I can't... There's absolutely an item back there. You can see the extra ray of light. But it's completely trapped behind this. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Huh. Well, I don't know what to do about it, so I'm going to advance. Who is still alive? That is still... Okay. So, when they cast... Yeah, what the fuck? There's more of this. This isn't a coincidence. Is it fire? Do I need to use fire? No. That is... very odd. Is there an event that's going to trigger this being broken? Like these, weird things. Very mournful. Stringed music, once again. You know what's frightening about this? Is that any one of these could potentially... Yeah, okay. There's the one that's still singing, and he actually has his hat on. Does he? No, maybe not. Looked like it for a second. Okay, I cannot trust that one of these won't be live. Alright, Golden Rune 11 here. Right. Well, I actually know what talisman we're gonna equip. That's this one. Because, we got some platforming! Delightful! Isn't this gonna be fun? Let's go this way first. Oh boy, that was close. Frenzied Cookbook 2. Alright. That's intriguing. Oh my god. Just go to the right thing the first time, please. Thank you. A record of crafting techniques left by those afflicted by the madness of the Flame of Frenzy. So we can now construct Frenzy Flame Stones. What do they do? Ruin Fragment blessed with an incantation of the three fingers. Uses FP to generate warmth, continuously restoring HP of those who host the frenzied flame. Confers madness upon those who have not adopted the flame. Take care not to mistake this for its gentler cousin, the warming stone. Fucking strange. Okay. They're literally like subverting grace. This entire thing is a perversion of the concept of grace. Warped. You are playing your music. Are you hostile, though? You're not. At least... But if I take this, are you hostile? He's not playing the music. He is. That one hostile, too? Yeah, technically they're targetable. What do I do? Do I just leave them here? I don't know, I kinda... Maybe I'll put them out of their misery. I think it's probably for the best. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. He's gone. That is a long way down. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, boy. We cannot... No, of course we can't use torrent. Sorry. Horse yak thing. Alright. Ooh! Did not like that. Not one bit. Okay, I see an issue. We actually need to keep an eye out on what's below each one of these. Fuck. Oh, man. This is gonna suck. Let me tell you. This is gonna... Wait. Now what? Can I get up there? Can I make that jump? I don't know if I can. Oh, yes, I can. Alright, great. This one too? Yes. And then we jump to that one? Fucking hell, this is horrible. Ooh, but we have a thing here that we might get clipped on. I don't like that. Still way too high. So what do? Do I jump up onto there and then... Yeah, I think I jump onto here. And then I aim for the one down there. Because this one is a trap. Because if I jump to this, my head's gonna get clipped on this and I'll probably fall off the side. Oh, okay. That was close. That was very close. I think we're close to the bottom. But I don't think we're in the clear yet. Inescapable Frenzy. Oh boy. Another item there. Any enemies? Don't see any. Come that way. Okay. Again, more of these items that are just in here. How do we get to those? Okay, thought so. Don't trust anything. Fingerprint stone shield. Okay, let's read these items. Alright. So first off, inescapable frenzy. Where are you at? Incantation originating from the maddening 3 fingers. Causes the yellow flame of frenzy to blaze from the caster's eyes. The caster then latches onto foes, spreading the madness. This incantation also causes buildup of madness in the caster and is only effective against tarnished. To gaze into another's eyes is truly the most intimate form of human contact. Well, it's certainly up there. And then to couple that with this, that is a perversion of that concept in many, many ways. To spread madness through the eyes, not understanding, as typical eye contact can facilitate, whether that be positive or negative understanding, or just, you know, whatever understanding. You know, sharing eye contact can create it, but there's no such understanding to be found here. Only insanity. The fingerprint stone shield. Okay. A great stone shield with an intricately carved fingerprint design. One of the heaviest of all great shields. Part of a tomb of an ancient god. The readerless fingers relayed their message through these imprints, said to be the very seeds from which the frenzy first sprouted. Okay, tomb of an ancient god. I think we're dealing with another god. You know, like we have the greater will, we have the god that was wrought. We have the frenzied flame. Just like the greater will uses the 2 fingers as its emissaries, the frenzied flame uses 3 fingers as its emissaries. Why? Because this god seems to be a mimic to the greater will, but then just wrong in every way. Right? We find grace mimics down here. Is that this thing creating them? The yellow, you know, the gold, right? The gold that the greater will uses, the golden order, the golden light, the guidance of grace, all that. It's no longer gold, or it's not gold with this god, the flame of frenzy. It's yellow. Everything is similar to how the greater will functions, but then just slightly askew. Oh, Jesus, dear Lord, fuck. Alright, well, we gotta meet again. I have Grace first. And I'm gonna go talk to her. I don't trust. That looks interesting. Okay. Edda. You normal?
So you're here as well, are you? I realized as we've talked, I'll be a maiden. And you, surely a lord, go to the door ahead. After divesting yourself of your possessions, it will surely open, and the three fingers will welcome you. May the flame of chaos find purchase within you.
So, what I was just saying, similar, but a mockery, something twisted, just like the two fingers and the finger maidens. What do we have here? The same, but slightly askew. I like the concept a lot. It's very creepy. You know, it kind of delves into the concept of sometimes when things are just wrong, actually the closer to being right they are, makes the elements that are wrong all the more wrong, right? Like, if something's just so far removed from whatever concepts it's supposed to be, or supposed to convey, it's often just like, it's that jarringly removed that you don't have this connection to what the original concept was supposed to be, and thus there's no... It's not as... it doesn't sink in quite as deep. It isn't quite as disturbing or as... I don't know, freaky. But the closer it is to what it's supposed to be, the more disturbing it gets, and that's very much the feeling I'm getting here. I mean, I don't hold the two fingers or the greater will in any particular, in a positive light at all. What can I think of something that's mimicking them? Can't attack here. Okay. That's interesting. Let me go here. If there's anything to... Talk to Melina. Okay. Melina, huh?
If you intend to claim the frenzied flame, I ask that you cease. It is not to be meddled with. It is chaos, devouring life and thought unending. However ruined this world has become, however mired in torment and despair, life endures. Births continue. There is beauty in that. Is there not? If you would become Lord, do not deny this notion. Please, leave the frenzied flame alone.
Okay. Now I've read some conflicting stuff in the comments section with endings. And it seems that some people are of the impression that none of the endings lock you out of any of the other ones, and that you're still, like, providing you make the prerequisites. You can still choose at the end, much like they did in Dark Souls 3. So, like, in Dark Souls 3, you had the Lord of Hollows ending, which you had to do the whole quest line to get, but just because you did it doesn't mean you couldn't rescind it at the last moment and pick one of the other two endings, or technically other three endings, because there are technically four. But some people also have kind of warned that there is one ending that locks you out of the other ones. But it seems like this is a disputed fact, so I honestly don't know. Oh, man. Melina is straight up warning us not to do this, which she hasn't done with anything else. Now, I don't know if I entirely trust Melina, because I don't know what her angle is yet. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish, why she wants to get into the Erd Tree. She wants to burn the Erd Tree down. That much I know. But wouldn't that require a fire as well? Like, this is clearly separate from the Flame of Ruin. This is the Flame of Frenzy. They're not the same things. Yes, they are both fire. What if the Flame of Frenzy just, like... It is a perversion similar in image to the Golden Order in some ways, and the tenets of the Golden Order, but then wrong and askew. What if it's doing the same thing with the Flame of Ruin? Because we know that the Fire Giants have a god as well, right? Is it a god or what? I want to check. I don't know if this is going to be relevant to the decision I'm going to make, but... I at least want to get an idea, because, yeah. The Giant's Flame... Okay, this doesn't say anything about a god of fire. Okay, this is the Flame of Ruin is anathema to the Erdtree, but prophets sometimes glimpse it within the faith all the same. Sadly, when this occurs, their sole reward is banishment. Yeah, so that's what we've seen so far. From the power of the fire giant. Yes! Releases a ball of raging fire said to be inhabited by a fell god. Arganthi, the chief guardian of the flame, had kept this incantation a well-kept secret until it was stolen by Adan. The fell god still lurks within the fire giants. So this is another god. Like, when they refer to Marika, they don't really refer to her as a god. Right? Maybe the tenets of the Golden Order do, but... for the most part, Marika is just referred to as, like, Marika the Eternal. I want to look and see, because we have Marika's Scar Seal. Yeah, Queen Marika, not a god. These seals represent the lifelong duty of those chosen by the gods. She is not a god herself, meaning she has been chosen by the Greater Will. It's obvious that the Greater Will and the Golden Order work through Queen Marika. So just charting how many gods there are here. We have the Greater Will. We have the Fell God, whatever the hell it's called. We have the god that's here, where we currently are, the Flame of Frenzy, I'm just going to call it. I like that none of them have names. That's very cool, very Lovecraftian. And, yeah, give me all that shit. And then there's, oh dear, I'm drawing a blank now. It's related to the incantations of the thing. The rot. Yeah, there we go. Kinda strange. So that's 4 so far. Could there be more? It's very cool. Very, very cool. We're gonna keep more of a lookout for that word, the G word, as we go forward, to see if there's any more, because there's clearly multiple deities involved that are picking champions. Like, we had the Greater Will, which obviously picked Marika, and then I guess also the Elden Lord. Interesting that it has, like, 2 champions. Well, okay, I don't know if the... Well, this Fell... The Flame of the Fell God, or whatever. I guess it chose the Fire Giants, right? As its I don't know, champion or vessel or whatever you want to call it. And then the Rot chose, presumably, Malenia. So, according to Gowry here, or you know, faithful centipede pal, it might have... I don't know, it seems like he's grooming Millicent to a similar purpose. I don't know. Talking about how a flower might bloom, and I recently watched the trailer for Elden Ring again, and saw Malenia literally, like, jump up on top of Radahn and then bloom into a flower, right? I think that flower is actually the god that was Rot, and that it was just inhabiting her. But I don't know if it's still inhabiting her, so it may be searching for a new host, and that's maybe where Millicent comes in. But now, what the fuck is the Flame of Frenzy gonna do? Does it want me? Let's talk to her again, see if she has anything else to say.
I ask you one more time, please, seek not the frenzied flame. As one who strives to become a lord, deny not the lives, the new births of this world. Those who would are not fit to be called lord, when the land they preside over is lifeless.
That's interesting. Even Fia, writing in the Rune of They Who Live in Death, is not about extinguishing all life. She's obviously, life must exist for death to exist. There needs to be a disparity, right? She just wants they who live in death to be able to coexist with life in this cycle. Now, I don't know if this coexistence is going to be a very nice coexistence, but it seems to be, at least that's what I interpreted from it, that she wants, through the Rune of They Who Live in Death, for the Elden Ring to basically incorporate them within its order. Now, that won't be the Golden Order anymore. I'm fairly certain that's no longer the Golden Order at that point, that it's a new order. Which would, in turn, still put it in the purview of the greater will, because Godwyn isn't a god, even with this rune. Like, the runes, I don't exactly know how they tie in with the gods, but I think the runes are entirely a product of the greater will. The Elden Ring itself, right? Remember, the runes are fragments of the Elden Ring, and I think the Elden Ring is something that the greater will created. So, this mending rune of They Who Live in Death, it is still subservient, or it is still part of the greater will, but it's kind of like rewriting the greater will, which is fucking fascinating. And again, I've mentioned this in another episode way back, that I'm creating a fantasy setting of my own that very much ties in with, like, human perception influencing the gods they worship. Or whether or not it's, like, the gods changing form to influence humans, so that humans can better worship them, so that the gods can basically feed on human worship. But is it the gods manipulating humanity, or is it humanity inadvertently manipulating the gods? So here we have a very similar idea, which is pretty cool, that we, as a tarnished, formerly a human, right, can rewrite the Elden Ring to basically rewrite the order that is imposed upon the world. So, again, changing something from the Golden Order, which clearly has its major flaws, to something new. A new... I don't know what it would be. I haven't seen a name for it yet. But thus altering the greater will's, I guess, intention over the land, and thus altering its influence over people. Which, I see the point that this is very much a... we accept that the greater will has dominion. I'm opposed to the greater will. The Inheritor, my character, is very much opposed to the greater will, because I think I would be opposed to the greater will were I in this situation. I'm kind of role-playing what I would do in this. This character is very much just like, I'm not role-playing a special persona or anything like I do in the Crusader King series. It's very much just like, okay, what would I do in this situation? So this character is kind of me in some ways. Now, I am very much... and, you know, you can consider this a character flaw if you want. I don't necessarily view it as a flaw. I just view it as pragmatic, but I'm very much of the type that if you can't win, join what you oppose. If you can't defeat what you oppose, join what you oppose so that you can influence it from within. And that is very much... that seems very much like what Fia was trying to do. Now, I don't know if the changes that Fia was trying to make are exactly coincide with the changes I would make, but I don't know if I'll get those options to more adequately institute a change to the Golden Order or, you know, the Greater Will that I would more prefer. I'm just going with Fia's plan because I really liked Fia as a character, and I was moved by her story. The Frenzied Flame, the destruction, the cessation of all life. Is that any better than joining the... like, say you can't defeat what you're fighting against because it's too powerful. You have the option of joining it to try and reform it from within, or destroying everything. You know, one can make the choice of, okay, what's the coward option, what's the, you know, the brave option, and arguments could be made for both sides, and I don't think either argument is right or wrong. And in some ways, I think either argument is right and also wrong. It's a very gray area. And I don't really have a particular sway towards either side. But I know, in terms of, like, just, like, what's the morally correct approach. But I think Melina has a point here. Melina has a point that if we go in there, we accept the Frenzied Flame, and we risk basically burning the entire world to cinders. Ending everything. And while that might be the more flashy and cool and, I guess, crazy outcome, I don't think it's necessarily what I want to do.
Please, put a stop to this madness.
Listen to her.
The Lord of Frenzied Flame is no lord at all, when the land they preside over is lifeless.
She's desperate that we don't do this. What happens if we go inside? What do we find? Are we just gated into this? If we go through this door, we have to divest ourselves of all of our possessions, so I guess that means we need to strip naked. Oh, man. She said to leave it alone, but what if there's another option? What if we can destroy it? We killed the Dung Eater. I know that he had an ultimate goal. I know now from one of the comments that he had a quest line associated with him that could have led to another ending, just like Fia's quest line. But yeah, I killed him. I don't get to experience that, and I killed him because I am kind of role-playing this character. Yes, it's a lore playthrough, but I just don't know if I go in there if I can actually, like, act or do anything. I can't attack here. Can't do anything else here. I could think on it, but I know that I'm going to receive comments that are going to push me towards one way or another. And, you know, that's all fair if you guys, you know, want to try and persuade me to go in one direction or another. But I think to keep this a raw, more blind experience, I need to make a decision right now. I'm going to go inside. Alright? We're gonna get naked. Alright, there we go. Can I open the door? I can. Alright, I still have my weapons. I go inside, not to join the Frenzied Flame. Oh boy. Three-fingered marking. Yeah. Hoo. I go to destroy it. Now we'll see if I can. Maybe this, you know, the road to hell is paved in good intentions. I try and stop this, but I can't. Oh, dear Lord. What have we here? Oh. No. I don't want to. Do not want to. No. It's got me in its thrall. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shit. I've made a terrible mistake. I thought I could contend with it. Oh, dear Lord. Interesting how cloth is unaffected. I imagine that's just because this game needs to maintain a certain rating. Not good. This isn't what I intended. This is not what I intended, but I should have... Look at my eyes. Oh boy. We went in seeking to put a stop to the madness, but we were overpowered by it. I couldn't stop it. It overwhelmed me, and now I am burnt, marked by it. Elena, I'm very, very sorry. This isn't what I intended. Sometimes in these games, you wish you could, like, explain your actions to NPCs, because the NPCs, of course, take your, you know, the actions that you do at face value, because they're limited via scripting and all that. But there's plenty of times that I really wish you could, I don't know, get some more options, like dialogue options, or, you know, choices that you can make. This is, a bit problematic. I hope I didn't just fuck up my, pursuit towards the Prince of Death ending.
The flame of chaos has nestled within you. Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden.
How much choice do I have?
Could you please rest your me with the flame?
Do you die if this happens?
Oh, it burns.
She seems okay.
My eyes, they're melting.
Dear Lord.
Thank you. I have touched them. The words of the three fingers. As your maiden, allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great.
One great.
There came fractures, and births, and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed must be returned, melted all away with the yellow chaos flame, until all is one again.
If there's any free will in my character left, I need to put a stop to this madness.
Those who gave me grapes howled without words, saying they wished they were never born. Become their lord, take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, and melt it all away. As the Lord of Chaos, no more fractures, no more birth.
Oh no. Frenzied Flame Seal. 5 Frenzied Flame Stones. I don't like this. Helena! Save me.
You have inherited the frenzied flame. A pity. You are no
sorry.
longer fit. Our journey together ends here. And remember, should you rise as the Lord of Chaos, I will kill you. As sure as night follows day.
Please do.
Such is my duty. For allowing you the strength of runes. Goodbye, my companion. Goodbye, Torrent.
Oh boy. Okay. I make no commitments. Not yet. But for now, we are afflicted. The frenzy has taken us. And this is what we must be. Will we find path back to sanity? That I do not know. But I will try. I will try. I will follow the path that Melina set out for us in the hope that maybe, just maybe, we might be able to return something. No more frenzy. Well, we just leave it. Or can I just get rid of the rest of them? Can I, actually? Straight up remove them? Not memorize duplicate spells. No. I can't do shit. Alright, well, I guess we'll take some lightning. Alright, we'll grab this one. And we keep those two. What's a good new attire? We have nothing that's, like, burnt. Or fried. You know? You know what? That's suitably wretched. We will be wretched. This is the way. Blood-soaked manchettes. We have, like, blood-soaked pants or something. Battle mage leg wraps. That's kind of wretched. Prophet trousers. It's also pretty wretched. Yeah, we'll wear these. It looks pretty wretched. Oh, what kind of face? Something with the blindfold, right? The eyes must be concealed. Oh god, the gaping wound in your chest. Burn mark. It's, brutal. I'm sorry, Hyena. Is there anything left of you? Not. She's literally just ash and bone. That even now. Is there anything else here? Is there a way I can put a stop to this? Don't tell me, actually. We need a new weapon. Shame. These were fun. But they don't really fit what I'm doing anymore. We need something more evil. That looks pretty evil. Shriek of Milos, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how good it is. Guess we'll find out at some point. You know, if we end up coming back and successfully reclaiming our place, which, you know, I hope we can, though I'm not sure if we'll be able to. Then, we'll go back to the Death Worshipper, but alas, we sought to destroy the Three Fingers, but were overwhelmed by it. What is up with you? Ooh. Hello? You don't look normal.
Well, you managed to return. You know what this means. The Earth Tree has spurned you. The fingers remain still. Shaken by this turn of events, they are busy consulting the greater will. When they are finished, the fingers will again offer their guidance. But thousands, if not tens of thousands, of moons must first pass.
Right.
no matter for me. But you, how will you ever manage the weight? My, oh my. Heavens forbid. That is not the domain of mere men. The burning of the Erd tree is the first cardinal sin. And you say you seek the power of the Rune of Death too? The Rune of Death goes by two names. The other is destined death. The forbidden shadow plucked from the Golden Order upon its creation. Unleashing the rune now would be unthinkable. The fingers would never permit it. Nor would the greater will. But here we are. The fingers dormant, severing our link to the greater will. The realm and all life in ruins. Impossible events transpire beyond the ken of the fingers. Who is to say that the cardinal sin must be cardinal forever? Go on. Finish the job. Take the course you deem most worthy.
Interesting. So the finger reader crone is straight up being like, yeah, I can't talk to the greater will, so all rules are off. That's wild. Huh. And I have to assume this is something that the greater will, and thus the fingers, would actually permit. Because the finger reader crones, I think they're very, very, like, in tune with the greater will. Like, I don't even know if they can operate outside of what it would want. I don't know how much free will they themselves have, which indicates that, like, because of this separation, that the greater will has even allowed them some autonomy to make decisions or sanction decisions when they cannot commune directly with it. Which kind of makes sense with with what Fia suggested of using the mending rune to incorporate an entire new aspect in to the Elden Ring, thus changing the greater will's view. It's almost like, how overbearing and controlling is it really? Man, this is crazy. This is making these discoveries now after I've just done this. That kind of sucks.
You must find kindling.
Yeah, I think I am kindling.
A smoldering flame in the great forge of the giants on the highest peak in the lands between can burn the Erd tree. But special kindling is required to reignite the flame.
Okay.
For the flame to burn the Erd tree, a sacrifice is needed. Of one who envisions the flame and can lead you to the Rune of Death.
Huh?
You must find only the smiths before the flame and can lead.
Now
go for
hold on.
the door.
First off, the new equipment that we can get? No, right? Ooh, we can get the Fell Omen cloak. Ooh, that looks cool. Let's read it. A cloak of ragged fur worn about the exposed body of Margit, the Fell Omen. Having slaughtered countless champions during the Shattering, the Fell Omen has become a horror to those who harbor ambitions for the Erd Tree, or for lordship. So he's single-handedly held off the onslaught of the demigods, which is, fucking crazy to think about. So he was pretty badass. And we can receive the remembrance of the Omen King. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, right, so we've seen this. But what about the items that we can get? We got Morgoth's Cursed Sword and the Regal Omen Bairn. So we have a regular Omen Bairn. Warped blade of shifting hue used by Morgoth the Omen King. The accursed blood that Morgoth recanted and sealed away, reformed into this blade. Unique skill, Cursed Blood Slice. Brace, then charge forward to deliver a downward diagonal slice. The bloody trail of this blade is followed by a burst of flame. That's cool. And then we have this. Doll of a curse-born bairn from the Tree's royal line. Huh. Use FP to unleash many wraiths that chase down foes. Omen babies born of royalty do not have their horns excised, but instead are kept underground, unbeknownst to anyone, imprisoned for eternity. These memorial fetishes are fashioned in secret. So who the fuck was having baby omens? Even the royalty. Which implies that some of the demigods had omen children. Meaning that the entire lineage of Marika is infested with this curse. The curse of the primordial crucible, right? I mean, the entire lineage of Marika exists because the Golden Order has been implanted, or is basically, like, reshaped the primordial crucible into life as we currently know it. So, as Hyetta said, there are fractures in the Golden Order, and the truth of what's beneath is spilling through. These curses, these horrible afflictions, this terrible suffering. It's exactly like what she said. This is because the Golden Order is imperfect. It's broken, and it's been broken this entire time, yet the society that has built itself up around it views it as an infallible truth. That's fucking cool. Again, tying into the setting that I'm making, because I am writing up a thing that... Yeah, there's this theocracy that is worshipping these beings that they view it to be completely infallible, but in truth, another type of creature, another being of the same kind of caliber as what these things are, but that is diametrically opposed to what they stand for, has functionally disguised itself as these beings, and these beings are unable to see these interlopers, and these interlopers are thus able to completely, like, warp the entire structure of this civilization from within, purely based on the fact that the civilization views these divine beings as infallible, but in truth they're not. That's fucking awesome. That, again, it's like... Oh, man. I made this fucking setting. I've been working on it for a while. But it seems like Elden Ring, Miyazaki, is, I don't know, he's touching on a lot of the same concepts here. Which is not great for me, but considering he came out with something first, obviously he has some advantages over me. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, these are both cool. I might duplicate this one. Now, this looks awesome. Now I just equipped this sword, but I haven't upgraded it. But the Omen sword, this cursed sword, Morgoth's cursed blade, we need 17 arcane. Damn it, it scales with arcane. Shit, I should have looked at the scaling first. I mean, we can always have rebirth again. We are reborn again. Will it happen again? Let's actually talk to this lad.
You. What is it?
God, you're a dick. Where should I go?
If you're heading to the Forge of the Flame of Ruin, in the snowy mountaintops of the Giants, you'll need to find the Grand Lift of Rold, beyond the Forbidden Region. Or go if you would. Take no heed of cardinal sin. The Two Fingers lost their purpose a long, long time ago.
Ooh. Ooh. Interesting.
If you're heading, you'll need to go if you... The Two Fingers. There are 4 more.
Yeah, alright. We've got all that. Oh, man. Okay. Let's check to see if the Dung Eater is here. No, he's gone. So, I'm assuming we actually killed him. Because if we just, like, if we only, like, partially killed him, but then he comes back, I would assume his projection would return. Now, do you have anything new to say?
Greetings. Are you here for... I can hear it from across the wing, past the round table. The howling and wailing of spirits in fear. You should keep your distance. I know you...
I mean, he's gone. I don't know.
Well, I took you for
Yeah.
to relay out
You have anything new to say? This is interesting, because, you know, this guy's an Omen. This paints his whole existence in a different light. Speaking of, let's actually don the Omen clothes that we got. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like it. They're like a better pants or something, more, I don't know, more ragged looking than this. This does look very ragged, so this might be as best we're gonna get. It just has a weird, like, cutoff point. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Looks about right. Do we still use this blindfold, or do I lean into, like, weird... Is there anything else we can wear that looks suitably deranged? To reflect our lunacy. The whole head bandage. I don't know. No, that just doesn't look good with this. Is there anything that looks good with this? We got the festive hood. Oh, that looks fucking terrifying with our eyes. Holy shit. That, no, it doesn't look good either. Yeah, I can straight up do it like this. That's a little easier. Antlers? Nah. I could do just no helmet. Circlet? Nah. Doesn't look good. No, we don't really have many other options. Hood-wise. No. This thing? Nah. No, I don't think we have anything that looks cool. I think I'm legit just gonna wear a circlet, or I continue with the blindfold. I think I'll continue with the... No, but the eyes look so cool. Yeah, alright, there we go. That's us now. This is us for now. Alright. Is this a wise move? No, but... we're gonna do it again. We got tons of these silver tiers anyways. Hopefully we'll be able to use one more to change back to what we initially intended with the Death Priestess, but for now we've been infected by the Flame of Frenzy, and I'm gonna lean into it.
Is it thy wish?
Okay, rebirth. Yep, let's go. Okay. I will actually, just kind of let you guys, watch me do this time. So we're gonna get, some arcane here. We don't need the intelligence anymore, because we're crazy. We do need some strength. Let's stick to about 20 strength, about 30 dex. Got some, vitality. We'll need more mind. Should be a good amount of mind, and we, of course, need a bit more endurance. 19 endurance. We have a bit less dexterity, bit less intelligence. We have a little bit less faith than we had, but 28 arcane should be pretty good. This weapon? Oh, hold on. Cancel the rebirth, actually.
Be not, I would burn.
Yeah. We know. Okay, this doesn't even scale with faith, so we don't want to use that. I guess an option would be to go back to Vike's Spear. Just go full-on Frenzy, but we used that already, and I don't really want to use a weapon that I've already used. But it does make the scaling a little bit better, I think. Here it is. You need 16 strength for it. Oh, man. Just looking around, looking for potential other weapons. Because the madness incantations, this scales with... Oh, it does actually partially scale with intelligence. Let's actually read the thing, shall we? No, not like that. No, not like that. I need to do it in the actual inventory. Oh, God, come on. Be better at this. Me. Here we go. Formless sacred seal bestowed by the Maiden of the Three Fingers enhances incantations of the Frenzied Flame. This seal is the mark of the Lord of the Frenzied Flame. Scales incantations using strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith all together. Okay, so it has... Wow. Alright, so no arcane.
Art thou now?
Alright.
Now.
So... we don't need arcane. I'll keep some intelligence. We'll go to like 20. We'll get dexterity to about 30. Alright, we'll get strength to about 20. Let's put this up to about 36. Mind to 24 is what I had it at. Alright, so we still have a few levels. We'll get dex up, or we'll get vigor up to 40. That sounds reasonable. Let's get that to 45. Let's get our dex to 32. And I got 2 left. Let's put those into endurance. Alright. Cool. One more thing. Detailed appearance. So, alter face. We have this here. We're gonna go back to how it was before. Doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't convey quite the right color. Let's adjust it. Yeah, a bit more like this. Yeah, here we go. Bright yellow. Alright, we can tweak the mark. Expansion, let's make it a bit smaller. No, what the hell? What? Oh. Oh. But why did I do that? Okay, interesting. Interesting. It should be fine. Yeah, it didn't, alright, there we go. Angle. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Cool. Alright, yeah, we look sane. Perfectly normal. Oh, finished cosmetics, yeah. There we are. So, we have been reborn. Once again. Go to round table hold. And, level up some weapons. That's, basically gonna be, today's episode, I think. Is me just... completely... fucking over the build that I was going for before. And going crazy. That's what happened today.
Well, I took you no
I
matter
know.
out your own.
Okay. First off, actually, before we do that, we need to choose a weapon. So technically, anything can scale with faith if we can modify it with a proper thing, but none of them have like the frenzy to go with it. So I think I am gonna go back to Vike's Spear.
Back already, no matter.
Yeah. Alright, strength and armaments. We need an... Oh, we're already at +9 with this anyway, so I don't need to do too much. This one requires Somber. Well, let's go. Alright, well, we're at 8. Cool. Backup weapon? Do we need? I can't really think of one that's thematic for this build. Yeah, the Omen sword was cool. I don't really regret getting it. Like, maybe we'll build into it another time if something else interesting happens. But I am not playing an arcane-based character, regrettably. Arcane is cool though. All right, yep, it's just gonna be Vike's Spear and Frenzy. So here we go. This is us now. This is the new me. We've gone a little crazy. And, Yeah, let's actually go back to the Frenzied Flame prescription, if anything's changed after reloading the area. And I really hope we can find clarity at some point and excise the frenzy from ourselves, but, you know, if not, this is what it is. We struggled, we attempted to destroy the Three Fingers, but we couldn't. We couldn't. It overpowered us. It was still within us. It was still influencing us this entire time. As we basically decided to join Fia, we thought that it was a moment of clarity, but this was the Two Fingers exerting its will over us. And, yeah. Unfortunately, we lost. So, what's our time at? Yeah, I think this horrible place is where we end today's episode. With our new / kind of old build, we do have a new incantation, or yeah, the inescapable frenzy, which is interesting. We also got some lightning abilities that I just threw on because why the hell not? And I think we'll probably, you know, amusingly, we'll probably be more effective than we previously were. But yeah, this is us now, guys. All right. Apologies if you were hoping for more, like, you know, fighting and exploring and all that type of stuff. This was a very lore-centric episode, but I'm assuming if you're all watching this if you've all watched it this far, you're here for, you know, the lore playthrough aspect of this. I do take a rather slow pace with this game to experience all of it in its fullest, or mostly fullest, in any case. So, I hope you've enjoyed it nevertheless. Leave it a like if you have, and, yeah, next episode should be up tomorrow. Alright, Heritor out.